Hello and welcome back to the Daily Listener. I am your host here on News Tower, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below, and let's just jump right in here. We don't have enough money to expand. We're going to want to soon. 7,500 bucks plus all of the equipment and furniture and stuff that we're going to buy. I'd like to have at least double that. And we're not there yet, so not a whole lot of reason to talk about it other than our focus is going to be to expand capacity to just take on more stories. So it's going to mean reporters, telegraphers, typesetting, and assembly. But again, we're not there yet. So let's just kind of focus on what we need to do this week. We need to print a scoop, and we're going to try and print a bunch of them here because that's what we're going after in Livingston. We do need... We're good on food. For paper, see this automatically manage ordering this resource? I'm going to try that and kind of see, I guess, what it does, because we purchased that last time. In the meantime, I'm going to put this paper in here. That's probably not even enough to print this week, so let's see how much they order for us whenever they do. I'm assuming they will order... Okay, yeah, they are ordering some paper, so how much is it? A bunch. Good job. So that's kind of good, right? We'll put some more in here. Our stories are almost ready, so let's get prepared for those. Now, our transporter guy will carry those up here. And our focus is scoops. So let's look for those. In fact, if we go back here, these two stories, as you can see by the shiny, beacons emanating from the back of them, they have some scoops to go with them. So there's a gruesome scoop, and it would be a choice of which direction to go here. We would just obviously ignore that one. I would like the gold tag, but I want this even more. I really wish that this one was also a scoop, because we do need one of those. But, bottom line, let's send somebody out here who... I don't need any luck or anything, so let's just send Henrietta. And then next, let's go to the other scoop story. And there's 3 in here. And there are 3 different ones than what all we already have. We already have gruesome in the works. So this would give us gossip, fame, and scandal. We would still just need this review one. Now there's risk of a lawsuit here. It's another entertainment story. Why don't we send Myrtle... Yeah, we'll send Myrtle, hopefully avoid the lawsuit, and get that first leg done pretty quickly. Yeah, we avoided the lawsuit. That's good. So that's going to take her 16 hours. Now we have 2 other stories to consider here. I could send Tatiana and Harriet here and get this done really quick. Unlock this, and then send maybe even Earl to really hammer out this story real fast. So why don't we do that? That'll be a pretty good story with a gold tag, and we'll be ready to start tackling that in 18 hours. I wish Tatiana was a little faster herself, but the fact that she will free up Harriet to maybe go do some other dirty work for me is pretty awesome. And now this story is not super valuable to me. I kind of want to send Earl out to just do this, but instead of that and focusing on the time that it would take me to finish this story, I'm going to keep looking for that review one. So let's skip this one and free up our telegraphy guys to go get us another juicy bit of story to research. Right? I think that's the typical best strategy, is focus on your ultimate goals more so than just the story that's right in front of your face. That shiny object just sitting there trying to get you to lose your focus on what really is important. So here we have... Yeah, I don't think I want to tie up Peter. I might need his luck. And again, don't have this tag that I'm really looking for. This would be a story that would take me a couple of days. It would be a really good one, but I'd have these 3 people tied up for a while trying to tackle it, so let's pass on that one. We still have 9 more stories to choose from, and we only need 6 of them. Something just dinged. What was it? It wasn't there. Was it here? Nope. It was here. So we still need Tatiana to finish that, so the ding didn't matter. So fast forward. And what do we got? What do we got? Still no scoop. What do we want to do here? I could send Earl, but don't I want Earl for that other... Isn't there something I wanted Earl for? Okay, that's the one we were just looking at. I will want Earl for that piece, so we're gonna skip that story. Get me a good story, man. I want that review piece. Sooner would be awesome. So I can stop sweating that. Okay, and we decided we need to go this direction. We will send Emilio on that adventure. No risk involved. It'll take him a day and a half. He's going to be tied up for a while, but I don't think I'll need him for anything else. And now here, we need to do this piece before we do this piece. And look, this is going to take 2 days, and that's only a day and a half, so I got to be really careful how I do this here. I guess I kind of need to send Earl. I want to get this as fast as I can. Actually, you know what, though? There is risk involved here of a spy, so why don't we send Peter? It'll take a little bit longer, but I think it's worth mitigating this risk. And yes, we avoided any kind of infiltration. Now, for the last entertainment story, like maybe once one of these two come back, I can drop them on that, and it'll be late enough to where we'll be okay. Wait, I need... Okay, so that's the one we just looked at. We're good there. And in 1 hour, I can send Earl out here. Let's get him ready to go. Oh, undid it. There we go. So that's still going to take him a while. Yikes. So what are we waiting for up here? We need somebody to be available, and then we need it to take less time. So we got a crime story here. Still don't have that scoop. I'm not dealing with this. It's another one that's going to take me a while. How many stories do we have? Oh, gosh. I'm going to take the chance and hope that we get some good stuff down the stretch, because we only have 7 more stories. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, can we now do this? No. See? 1 day and 1 hour, and it would blow up this path. So we got to keep waiting. That stinks. That's taking a while, but that's going to give me 3 of these tags that we need. So I believe it's worth it. I just need to time it right. Keep a close eye. How about now? Nope. Basically 2 more hours. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay, we got another story in. Nope, not there. Here. I gotta take this just because I need a freaking story. Who am I gonna need to send here? Entertainment. So, Henrietta or Myrtle, hypothetically. So let's send Harriet to do this one, I guess. Although, I can send Henrietta, and I'll just send Myrtle to do this one. Still, okay, so now, see, it's going to take longer than this one, so we're good. Let's get that going. Holy crap. Okay, so this one will be done in 12 hours. That one will be done in 7 hours. That one will be done in 22 hours. And this one will be done in 18 hours. So we just... Okay, there's that lawsuit from the other day. 150 bucks. We are still looking for that final scoop, and we need it real soon. We're going to have some options here. There it is. Who's good at sports? There's no risk. So we will send, I guess... It's got to be Tatiana. Kind of a bummer. I would have preferred to have had her available to help boost other stories. Come on, telegraphers. You're doing it to me again. So 3 hours there. 22. 4. But we do have some good stories amongst what we have lined up here. And if I have to, I can use those couple extra in the bank. But that... Oh, no. So more news around Al Capone. He faces indictment. We have a significant development. Infamous gangster Capone finds himself in the crosshairs of the law. He will be indicted on a staggering 5,000 counts related to prohibition and perjury. The indictment handed down by federal authorities underscores the relentless pursuit of justice. Capone is one of those notorious figures. We must report on this. So we got a breaking piece here on crime. We'll send Harriet to do the risk with the mobsters. Hopefully, at worst, it's one mobster and our security guard can take care of it, but we escaped all danger there. 40 minutes. Okay, so Tatiana is going to be a while. We'll actually probably sending Harriet back out to finish the final leg of that. But I think we're good to go. Okay, almost done there. We're done with the other story. Finally. This one, Myrtle will be back soon. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Economy, we'll send Peter. We just need stories at this stage in the week. We have all of those, and then, yeah. So, we're headed in the right direction here. Myrtle, come on. There's another story. Sports, we can send Emilio. No, not that one. This one. I want Myrtle. There she is. Just go there. And then Harriet will be back barely before Tatiana. Pretty much around the same time. Alright, we got another story out here. Society. Earl can knock that one out real fast. What do I need to worry about as far as left, right, and center this week? I was not paying attention to that, but we'll just deal with that when it comes time to print, I guess. Alright. Do I have anybody... Okay. We gotta be real tight on this, because there's only so much time left to do this. 3 hours, 2 hours. Come on. Okay. I just gotta do it. Barely made it. And now, okay, so that will be done. That will be done. That will be done. And then here comes another story. So we're stacking up stories now. Another crime piece. Ooh, and it gives us influence points. Tatiana will take that, and we should have time to get that one in this week's edition. Last story. Society. Earl will be back soon, and we'll have him go do that one. I could send Emilio or Myrtle. I don't think it matters. I don't know that I'm going to use that. I'm going to send Emilio. Let's get him some XP. All right, I think we're ready to zip on through to the end of the week. Crime is this week's hot topic. Now, we still have like almost 2 full days to print stories. Or to even get them ready to print. We are going to get all of those done. I'm not worried about it. So we did pretty good managing all of that. Keep on going to get all of the stories done, get all the way to the end, and now we decide what to print. So, here is where we want to land. So we're looking for stories that will push us to the right, which is perfect, because this is the story we want to use as our headline, and we'll get the 3x kicker, and that gets us most of the way to that landing zone. Now, we're looking for entertainment. There's entertainment. Why don't we go ahead and throw that in there while we have the chance? What about unveiling or gossip or fame. I don't see any of those. So we're going to just dump this. Actually, let's dump. How many stories we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, we got a ton. So we're going to put this 2-tag story here. Even though we don't get any combos, it's all right. We're at 131,000 already. Next page. We're going to put... Oh, see, I don't want to put this... We're already here. And if I put this in the headline, it's going to push us back to the left. And I can't go back out to the right far enough to offset it. So, actually, maybe I could. Why don't you come with me? Go to the last page. And what if I put you there? That gets us back out there. But then I don't think I could print either of these stories. Oh, I can get one of them. And I think I would want it to be this one. Okay. So we can, I think we can do this. So we're going to put this crime story here to combo with here because we get that combo and that combo. And we're still in the goodness here. So I can put society and politics, or society or politics. Let's go politics, I guess. Actually, I could put another crime piece here. Get another tag combo plus the influence points. So that's probably a good one there. Last page. I gotta print this one, which is perfect. It combos with the sports, and now just whichever one's best. Can I get away with this? Yeah. Although it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. If I have anything that would combo, it would be better, but I don't think I do. So we have a lot going on there. We will get 10 influence points, and we will finish Livingston. And we will print 220,000 papers. We're going to trash that story and trash that story. $6,600. So we're getting close to where we'll have enough money for expansion, which means it's probably going to happen in our next episode. While this is printing, I'm going to check a text message here real quick. Okay. 220,500 newspapers sold. Heck yeah. 2 news items that we had there. So we got a baker's dozen influence points, and we are sitting at $16,646 before expenses. 5,000 new subscribers. Heck yeah. I gotta make this next edition fast because I am starving. So she got a little bit angry about that, but we're still on her good side, and we're making progress with the general. We landed here, so we got a training piece. I don't know what that is. Second fiddle. What is that? So next week, we got to stay out of the middle and work our way as far left or right as we can, and we get a mystery box. We'll see how that unfolds. Yeah, so we're close to where I want to be able to afford our expansion, but we're not quite there yet. I can't remember what this gives us. A French factory clock, which is, it gives you prestige and then counters other stuff. And a linotype machine. It converts report into text slug. I think this replaces both a typesetting and assembly. It takes power and it makes noise and heat. But like maybe we try that at some point after our expansion. We'll keep that one in mind. But I don't think we're going to do anything else. I've got a lot of influence points stacking up, but I am going to need some for this. That's 32 to get the next page. And at the same time, I'm going to want another telegraph station. So 32, that leaves me with just 5. So we got to save what we got for now. Let's see what the mayor wants by chance. Print an informational paper and at least 1 mayor. If I do, he gives us 4 influence and $500. My fear there is if I have stories that are going to push the other direction mostly, I will need to use like all of them to get to that bonus gift. Print at least 1 statement, and I get just as much influence out of it, so we are going to do that one. Piece okay. Now, which direction do we want to go? Oh, there's another... Oh, a Europe radio tower. That's going to unlock, I'm assuming, international stories. And I want to get there. Woodmere, what do you want from us? 4 scoops? We can do that. No restrictions on what we can print other than we want to go as far left or right as possible. So we'll see how that works out. So let's pause, let's save, and now let's kind of evaluate the situation. We've got paper being ordered. We have some here already. But it's going to need to go into there. Food is still doing okay, but we'll order a small batch. It's not very expensive. We are going to need paper, and lots of it. So we'll see how much they order. We have training available. Grants 1 quality star when assigned to the 2nd story file within an item. Okay. That's not super powerful. But why don't we send Emilio? I don't use him a ton. How long are you going to be out? 2 days. He'll be back on Wednesday. That's not bad. Okay. Now, take a look at what's available in the hiring department. We're getting better quality here. You can see 2 chevrons, etc. Ooh, another luck chevron there, or trait. But I don't know that I need... Let's see. Crime, entertainment, and sports. Oops. So crime, entertainment, and sports. Crime, entertainment. So I don't have anybody that does all 3 of those to where it would make sense. Emilio is about to gain a 2nd fiddle trait. So even though I probably should be looking to replace him, I wonder if I should undo training him and look for somebody that does entertainment, society, and sports. Entertainment, society, nobody. So just let it go for now. You know what, though? I'm going to get rid of him eventually. So instead of training him, let's maybe train Peter. Yeah. We will look to replace Emilio as time moves forward. So now let's look at anybody I want to hire here by chance. What's that? They climb faster on stairs. Don't I already have somebody that's fast doing that job anyway? Transporter. They are faster when carrying stuff, so I think we're already good there. So I don't think there's anybody I want to hire off of this list. Production. I don't see anything that stands out there big time, so nothing we need to do there. I think we're ready to go. We basically need 1 statement and those 4 scoops. So let's get after it here. See how much printer paper they order. They ordered a bunch, and I'm going to go ahead and grab... we're going to grab a bunch, go ahead and stock the printer myself. We'll keep it just over 500, and the rest can go into storage. Where's my other telegrapher? Come on, we haven't even started working, and you're already taking a break. So, 3 stories to pick from to start. We got a couple of scoops out here on the West Coast. Theater destroyed in dramatic blaze. So it's a 2-leg angle to start. We are going to send... There's no risk, so Earl can go there. Why don't we send Myrtle there? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I've got to unlock both of these before I can do this anyway. Or can I go like... Can I go here? And if he unlocks this, will I be able to do that? I don't think you can, but we'll test it just to see. I don't think this opens until both of these are finished anyway. But that's only going to be 15 hours. So, alright, that's that one. And then we've got another scoop here. Wait, which scoop did we have there? The first one. Oh, yeah, it's already showing it to me. And then this would be the second one. There is a spy in the middle here who I could avoid with Myrtle. So we'll send Emilio here. I got to remember to save Myrtle for that one. Then we'll be good on that story. Over here, I need at least one statement. They want me to get one as a scoop. So there's gonna be a scoop statement story available. So rather than spending 2 days dealing with this story, I am gonna skip it. We'll get 2 new stories here shortly. One from this person and one from that other telegrapher whenever they get back to their desk. So here comes number 1. Oh, and there's a scoop in there. And it is the statement that I was referring to. We've got to go this way. We will send Harriet. They'll be faster than Tatiana and keep Tatiana free in case I need her on another story. So, alright. 4 hours, 8 hours, and then Myrtle will bail on this story and go for the other one. Earl will come down here. Can Earl do... Yeah, he can do entertainment. Somebody will do that one. Alright, I think we're good to start moving here. Where is... Yeah, here comes our last story. We still need this alarming one, I believe. So maybe we get it right here. Oh, something just dinged. So, yeah, see, this won't unlock until she's done. So 4 hours before I can do anything there. 5 hours before I can do anything there. 12 hours before I can do anything there, and a couple of hours before this knucklehead finally gets me a story. We got 11 more stories coming in this week. Now here's our other scoop. Bang! Heck yeah. We got to send Tatiana, and then when Harriet comes back, we'll send her on that piece. Right? So that should give us all of our scoops. We're done here. We can send Henrietta. That'll work. Earl and Myrtle be available for other stuff. We want Myrtle for this story. Right there. Even though Earl would get it done faster, there's risk of a spy that I want to... Wait. Negates mobster risks? Does this count? Or is it just mobster? I don't know. The icon sort of looks the same as the spy, but I don't think I want to take that chance. Myrtle will be available any minute, so we'll get her out there. Can I send Earl anywhere else in the meantime? Nope. Come on, Myrtle. Okay, there she is. So you go there, and let's see if we get lucky. Doesn't look like it. So there's a spy. That's no good, but we'll still get the scoop that we need eventually. And that's all that really matters. Okay, so let's take stock here. That story will be done in a day and 2 hours. I need Myrtle to finish that. 1 hour before Harriet is done, and then I can send somebody out to finish that. Peter should be available before long. I still need somebody to do this. Harriet will be done there, right? She was working on this one, which she just finished. I kind of want her to go ahead and finish that. So 5 hours. I don't know what to do here. I could ignore this piece of the story whenever we're done there. Now that I think about it. So as soon as Harriet's available, we'll send her out there. You finish that one, and that'll be done. Now, this one, when she's done, I'm just going to kill this and let that go. Because these actually conflict each other anyway, where one pushes left, one pushes right. I haven't been paying attention to what we've got so far, so let's actually look at that. Left, right. This will probably be the headline. Push us way left. I don't need to print this story. Which one is this? Wolves? Where are the wolves? Wait, I do need that angle, and that's going to push us to the right. Oh my goodness. So, left, right, and I need the story from that. I don't think we're going to get the bonus. So I think at this point we forget the weekly thing where we're trying to get way left or right and just hope that we can avoid competition is the general idea now. So we have 4 stories being worked on. This one's almost done, and then I think we will go ahead and skip the back end of that. And then that one's 18 hours left. 2 hours, and then we'll send somebody back out. So let's just be here ready to send Earl as soon as that unlocks. Earl, go finish it off, my dude. Alright, another story coming. And there's 10 more to pick from, so we can be a little bit... yeah, well, I don't have anybody available to do that anyway, so forget it. Give me another one. Something just dinged. What was it? Wasn't there. Wasn't there. Must be here. What was that ding sound? I heard something ding, and I don't know what it was. How much paper... Oh, we did order some food, I guess. But how are we doing on paper? Oh, yeah, we'll just let them deliver that. It's okay. Just making sure they ordered it. So, here comes yet another story, and there are still 9 more behind this. Somebody just leveled up down here. That's cool. Come on, somebody finish a story. I need to start chipping away. Ooh, 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 ooh. Schmelling stops stribbling. So, this is a boxing match. Tens of thousands are expected to pack the stands for a 15-round clash. Okay. So, sports. Emilio is back. Didn't he do... Oh, no, he didn't do the training. Who did the training? We can send both of them. And since Tatiana's awesome, that'll be done real fast. So that's cool. We have another crime story available. I could get influence if I go here. It would blow up this tag, which is okay, because there's a censorship tag on that anyway, and I don't really want that. So we'll send Myrtle to tackle that. That'll give me, 2 tags and 4 influence points. So why not? There's a lot going on here. That one's almost done. That one's almost done. That one's got a ways to go, and then this one should be almost done. Yeah, and 2 more stories coming in to pick from here. And the stories are piling up over there. Alright, entertainment. Forget that. That one's crap. We don't want this garbage. Give me something juicy. I want sports, don't I? I have 1, sports story, and it's the one that's the big one. So I need some more. Right, 2 tags. Nah, forget it. Let's hold out for better ones. We want sports, and we got 6 more coming. Economy, 1 tag, no. So we are done with that, and that makes sports the hot topic of the week. Okay, now, we need to send somebody back out to finish this. Henrietta's the only one available, so go do that. I don't care about that piece, so if she's done with that, I'll just have to remember to kill that one. Alright, we got a crime story and nobody to report on it. It's not a real big one anyway, so pass. Sports! That's what we're looking for. Go get it, Henrietta. How much time's left? 19 hours. Another crime story with risk of injury. We'll send Myrtle. He probably won't get hurt. It's only 2 tags, though. Let's... Oh, crap. I need beef for this article, for this edition. I gotta take these last 2. I was sort of not paying attention to that. I thought we had a whole lot more to pick from. And now, this one's gonna take a while. Oh, boy. So if I send him on the second piece, not only will he likely avoid outrage, it'll also add a quality tag. So we'll send Atiana there. Still not done with that. So there should be, yeah, I was going to say, 1 more story coming. Let's see, 11 hours, 14, that'll be done. Somebody else leveled up down here. Nice. 11 is down to 7, and we'll just kill that one once we finish that leg, right? Didn't we decide that? Oh, it'll kill itself, actually. Okay, another sports story, and it's a 1-legger, so we should be able to get it done. So this one's going to kill itself once they finish that. So I don't need to I don't even need to be keeping an eye on that. That one's done. That one's done. This one I will need to send Peter out in about 9 hours. Yeah, see that one disappeared. Peter, avoid the public outrage, and we're in good shape here. Yes. All right. Now, the question is, can we get this? No, we're not going to get that done in time. A day and a half, and it's already... I mean, maybe we can try, but I don't think we can get that ready. We'll prioritize it, just... I don't even know that we really want to. We got enough stories. I think we're okay. So we can just fast forward. Okay, yeah, we did want the sports story, so that it actually did make sense to prioritize that, and it paid off because we did get it ready. And we still have all day Sunday. These will all be ready. We didn't even need to do that. But either way, it worked. Okay. Now, we basically just want to try and land anywhere outside of this realm. And let's see. We don't have a lot to move us in any one direction here. We got a left, and a right. I think going left, I might be able to get outside of his. Let's test that. Let's go to the second page and go like this. And we made it to where at least we don't deal with the penalties. But I wonder if it's better to just deal with that than it is to suffer the sales. Like, can I make up for 20% by just printing this one as my peak headline? We'll kind of test that. So let's run through this way. In fact, I still want to print this story, and that moves us back into there anyway. I think we're better off just dealing with the 20% hit and putting the stories wherever I want them. So let's go to the front page and print the big one. Front page. So this is our best story. Okay, now what else? So, I thought sports was the hot topic. Dang it. I can't even combo these two, but that's okay. How about tragedy, hopeful, investigative, revealing? Do I have any of those? I was compromised on several freaking stories. That spy they sent did a ton of damage. And I don't have a lot to combo here, y'all. This is ugly. Did I at least get all the tags? There's that one. That one. Where's the other one that I needed? Oh, there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all. Now what do we print here on this on the rest of this page? I don't have a lot of combos. So let's go like politics maybe. Now on this page we'll put our next best story, I guess. And let's see. How about sports? I got a 2-tag sports. And that one is compromised, so we'll do the 1-tag sports. Then we'll go here. Our next best story, I don't know. I don't even know. This one has the silver, but it's compromised. It's 166 versus. Yeah, it's still better. So I guess we'll do that. And then I don't want a combo. It doesn't matter. I either have a negative tag from this, or I have a negative tag here, but 2 tags to offset it. I think that's the way to go. So we are still going to end up with 65,000 or 6,500 bucks in revenue, 175,000 in sales. We lost 20%, but I still think that's better than, fighting everything I could to stay right there, just to avoid him. It's not a big deal. We're going to throw away both of these stories. A 1-tag story that's compromised, I don't know so much about that. So you get out of here, and that's our paper. We have all of those goals met and that goal met. So we're going to get a bunch of goodness out of this and be in position to expand after this. Because this should put us well over 15,000 in the bank. So wolves, plague, something or other. So years of drought have allowed the predators to move in and kind of cause some problems. But another baker's dozen in influence. And now we are 18,673 before expenses. We'll still end up over 15,000, which is our target for expansion. The Monopoly Man is not happy as we are muscling in against the Empire Observer. And we are making some progress with the General at the expense of the folks in high society. Alright. We knew that happened. We land in the middle, which I don't know, does that unlock something for us or whatever? Or get us closer to those perks? So next week, if we stay in the middle, we got access to training. So we'll worry about that when the time comes. We're actually over 16,000 bucks and more people leveling up their skills, which is fantastic. All right. What have we unlocked here? The Veterans Camp. Out of sight, but not forgotten. All right, you walk light like somebody who's never marched. This camp's for those who've seen the world break and keep their boots on. Come back when your paper's got grit, not just ink. So they're not ready to deal with us yet. We need to get to where we are neutral with him, and then we'll have access to that. He wants us to print 2 alarming. What does the mayor want? Informational. Yeah. I kind of want this on a week where we are motivated to move way out to the left, or at least some to the left. So let's pass on that and let's go with the General again. And then as far as where to go next, Hospital, St. Paul's, what do you got? What? So it gives some skills or whatever that you can apply to folks. So maybe we can do those eventually. Photo Academy, get into photography, which we kind of want to start working on at some point, but we really need to expand before I can be thinking about adding headcount. About art gallery. Oh no, you're not ready yet. So I think this is part of the high society tree. Same with the Ritz, I'm assuming. Probably same with Steinbeck residence. Yeah. Silver Inn restaurant. So we can get. These are things that are probably going to help our staff be happier. I'm assuming. So, do we want to go that way? What about the Republican Committee? We can trade cash for influence. Is that the mayor's thing? Courthouse. That's where we want to go. We want to unlock the courthouse so we can stop with the freaking court cases. So why don't we go to Astoria here? This should be an easy one. And that has us ready to go for next week and next episode, because that is going to do it for this episode. The beginning of next episode is going to be a bunch of expansion. So get ready. Buckle up, because we are about to go for floor number 5. We will be moving a bunch of stuff around. It's going to be glorious. And that's that. So, that's going to do it for this episode. If you have not done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.